Strange Relations is a really good film. I only became aware of this because George Wendt is in it, but I'm so glad I had a reason to watch it because it's absolutely brilliant. It's also called My Beautiful Son. This was released in 2001. It's directed by Paul Seed. It's written by Tim Kazurinsky, and we have a cast including, of course, George Wendt. We also have Paul Reiser as Jerry, and we have Julie Walters as Sheila. And at the start of the film, Jerry finds out, he's American, he is a psychiatrist, he lives in the States, and he finds out that he has leukemia. And he tells his mother, and his mother tells him that he's actually adopted, which is quite a day to find out you have leukemia and you're adopted. And the reason this is important is because the only cure or potential cure is to have a bone marrow transplant, and it has to come from other children from the bloodline. So, of course, by telling him that he's adopted, his mother is giving him this tiny chance that there could be somebody out there who could help. And the rest of the film sees Jerry going to England, to Liverpool, to meet his birth mother, played by Julie Walters, and his family, his birth family. But of course, he can't just knock on the door and say, hey, I'm the son you gave up for adoption. Also, I have leukemia. Can I have your bone marrow? So it's definitely a really interesting journey. And it sounds like it would be a very heavy watch, but it's quite light. There's a nice amount of comedy there, largely coming from Julie Walters, and enough lightheartedness that it's not a completely depressing journey. But there are, of course, moments that are really heavy, really emotional, and I think the balance across the board there is very, very well done. We have loads of different characters that we meet from Jerry's family and their acquaintances, and it's very, very well done. And obviously the big question is, will he be able to tell his family why he's really there? And if he is able to do that, will it make a difference? Will he be able to get a potential cure, or at least something to extend his life? And I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to provide any information about that, of course, but I was desperate to find out. And I'm pleased to say that I really liked the narrative. I think it took a direction that made a lot of sense. I think the balance of emotions being quite heavy with some lighter comedy moments was very well done. The characters are very well written. The performances are very good. And honestly, I can't fault it. Strange Relations is a great story, very, very well written, great characters and performances, a beautiful experience, and there's a really nice amount of George Wendt in it as well. I say that because the last few George Wendt films I've seen, he's only been in it a little bit here and there, but he's in it a decent amount, and in general, I thought it was pretty perfect. Strange Relations is a really brilliant film, and needless to say, I'm very happy to recommend it.